Hello everyone, this is ASMART-books, and today I'll be having a look at my One Piece figures collection. This first one is Zoro, and when I started collecting figures I thought they were going to be all Zoro because he was my favorite character. So I do have a couple of him, although actually most of those are in storage elsewhere, but this was one of the first that I got, and I got him in this little shop in Tokyo that sold like old Gashapon and Crane Game type figures, and he's a little beat up. He's got some chips in his paint, but that's okay. And he has this nice little base that he sits on pretty well, but the base actually belongs to Nojiko, who is Nami's sister, and it's got her logo there. What does it say on the other side? Oh, Kokiyashi Village. Yeah, so that's not his. But he came in a set with Luffy and Nami, who are also cute and chibi, but I gave them to my college friend who like reintroduced me to One Piece in college, because until then I had only known like the 4Kids One Piece, and he's got this little articulation in his head. Very cute. And this is Sir Crocodile, who is my favorite villain and my second favorite One Piece character. I didn't really like him until the Impel Down arc, when he joins up with Luffy, and I wouldn't say he becomes a good guy, but his role in the Paramount War I just absolutely loved. Like, he saves Luffy and Ace a couple times, and I just really enjoyed him. And so this is the first figure I have of him, and it's the only one right now, but I'm definitely gonna get more as soon as I can. There's a convention coming up next month, so I'll probably get a new figure then. And this figure is very stylish. He's got this white suit on, and there's a version of him with a black suit, but I just liked this just because how gaudy it is. It's kind of Scarface, Miami gangster, and he's got his little cigar there, and some rings, and his shoes are like extra shiny. I just love all this detail that goes into him. It's so cool. And the chair has like a little butt print so that he sits properly in his chair. So I really love this one. This next one is Zoro from Film Gold, and this is from the finale. It's sort of a heist movie, so they all have these leather cat suits that they wear at the end of the movie. Not my favorite fashion choice, especially the like blue metallic accents, but I really wanted a figure at this convention that I went to, and this was the only one I kind of liked, and it was real cheap, so I just went ahead and got him. And he's cute with his like evil smile. He's really detailed for such a small figure, which is kind of what I look for, is like detail and clean paint. But he's pretty cool. Okay, and the next figures I have are part of a set, and they're really, really cool. So this is Luffy in like a yukata, looking very feudal Japan. He's got some, like a katana and an old pistol, a little stalk of bamboo in his mouth, and this set is based on an illustration that Oda did, and it like recreates the poses in the outfits really, really faithfully. And they're all really detailed, all the like lines on his straw hat. I don't know that Luffy would ever use a gun. Can't picture that. But he's a really cool figure. And the next one in the set is Zoro, with this Yukata with flames and dragons on it. So I bought this figure, I bought Zoro like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even longer than that, at a convention, thinking, oh, I'll get the rest of the set, like, you know, one the next convention, and then I never saw them again until like just last year. There was a guy selling the whole set. So I was finally able to get the rest of the figures, thankfully. Come on, we want to focus on Zoro. Ugh. Autofocus, you're the worst. There we go. So, yeah, these are all really cool. And next we have Nami, who's looking super cute with her long flowing sleeves and the pastel colors. Her hair definitely isn't actually long enough to do a hairstyle like that, but that's okay, because it looks pretty. And my only qualm with these is that there's no Usopp. There's no Usopp in the original illustration, but it just feels sad to leave him out because he's one of the original Straw Hats. Here's Sanji. I think I like his kimono pattern best. He's got these like birds or eagles or whatever. He's got his little cigarette. I don't think Sanji would use guns either, because he doesn't like to use his hands for violence in any way. But there's Sanji. And then finally, we have Tony Chopper. And he's in his human form here, which I always find a little bit creepy. He's super cute in his regular form, his little chibi mascot form. Not my favorite character, but at least he's like kind of cute. But in his human form, he just freaks me out a little bit. And I almost didn't buy this figure just because of that. Like, I bought all the others, and I was like, I don't really want to spend money on this figure that looks kind of creepy. And eventually I was like, well, it's the last figure in the set. Like, I have to. So I did. And they do look very nice when they're all complete. I love it. I love a complete set. So that's these guys. Okay. And then next we have Trafalgar Law, who again is my favorite character. And I kind of have an embarrassing number of figures of him, as you will soon see. This one was a gift from a friend, and actually several of them are gifts, in my defense. I believe this is like the One Piece anniversary figure or Grand Line Men, something like that. But he's got this really cool coat on. It's an original outfit. It's not from the anime at all. It's got these like orange tiger stripes. And it's just a really cool design. Yeah. I don't know where they got orange and black from, because his color is really more of a goldenrod yellow, but he still looks pretty cool. And next we have Tesoro, who is the bad guy from Film Gold. And I wish that we would see more of him in the future, but that's extremely unlikely. But he was such a cool character. He owns this floating casino, and he was a slave at some point, and he was able to obtain freedom, and then he got this amazing power, and now he kind of seeks revenge on the aristocracy and has all these conceived notions about wealth being like the ultimate expression of power. So he's got this tragic backstory. He lost the girl that he loved, and he's really bitter about it. But he's just so cool. I love his style with like the flowers, and he has like a pink feather boa later on. And in the fandom community, people kind of say that he's the love child of Doflamingo and Crocodile, and that's definitely true. He's got that same stature that they do. Like, he's, kind of giant, like 10 feet tall. But he's still very stylish. And, like, when you first see him, he's singing this, show tune number, dancing, and just being very flamboyant. So, and there's a lot of detail in this figure. I love his little glasses here. But, yeah. There's only, I think, one other Guild to Zoro figure out there, and that's probably all there will ever be, unfortunately. And this next figure is kind of the crown jewel of my collection here. Definitely the nicest figure that I have. This is Luffy and Trafalgar Law from the Dressrosa saga. When they're fighting Doflamingo together, they team up to fight him. And what was the name of his other guy? Trable, I think? The glue guy. But yeah, I love figures like this that have all this dynamic motion and effects, like the fire here. I think that's so cool how they can replicate like the energy and action from the show in a still figure. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. You see a lot of Naruto figures that have this kind of thing. I guess they have a lot of elemental powers in Naruto. It's been forever since I watched Naruto. I don't really know much about it, but just this like clear plastic stuff. I love it. I love it. And this is the only figure I have that has these kind of effects to it. There's one of Sanji where he's like kicking and it has this kind of arc with flames on it. And I would really like to get that figure. But yeah, the Dressrosa arc is maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorites so far, and I'm completely biased. It's just because I love Trafalgar Law so much, and we get to learn his backstory in that arc. But just seeing him and Luffy fight all out together on the same side was really, really cool. I love this. I love everything about it. Peeking out from his little hat there. So cute. Okay. And next I have some larger figures to show you. The first one is another Trafalgar Law. This one was a gift. It was a Christmas gift from a friend who likes to tease me about my One Piece and Trafalgar Law obsession. And this is part of the Jeans Freak series. It's basically all the One Piece characters wearing denim, which is an interesting concept. I don't know if it's like a cross promotion with a like real jeans company, but It's a bizarre concept, but I love it. He's got little Converse on, or something. And his jeans are distressed, as is the fashion nowadays. He's got his smug little face, which is my favorite part about him, his stupid little smirk. And he's got not only jeans, but a jean jacket, which in real life would be extremely tacky, but since it's a figure and since it's law, I'll let it slide. Okay, and this is where it gets really ridiculous. This was also a gift. It was a gag gift from a friend. But yeah, this is, as you can see, shirtless Trafalgar Law showing off his tattoos. And this one was really hard to put together. It came in two pieces, like the torso and the legs, and it was so hard to fit together. It's got a lot of really nice detail on it, like the detail in the folds of his jeans, like holy crap. And, you know, his abs and all that, but, you know, he's got this really stupid, like, pouty expression on his face that just cracks me up. And he does come with a base, but it's completely useless. It's this little, like, rock outcropping that's supposed to set against his shoe, but it doesn't stay, like, at all. So I just kind of prop him up in the corner of my bookshelf amongst all my other Trafalgar Laws. And the next one is yet another Trafalgar Law. I know, I'm completely ridiculous. But this is probably my favorite. I just love this outfit with the black feathers. It's kind of casual, but it still has some, like, attitude. And he's got his sword and his hat and this great expression. Let me see, there we go. Yeah. That's like the smuggest of smug smirks. So, I am here for Smug Trafalgar Law. And he's got this nice sword. It also came with, like, an unsheathed sword. So you have some options when posing him. I think there's, like, another version of this figure where he's wearing his hat. But I like seeing him with his hat off. He's so cute with his little tousled hair. And this one was real cheap, so I couldn't, you know, resist. I think it was only like $15. Maybe it was $20. But yeah, if I see a cheap Trafalgar Law figure, I'm gonna buy it. There's no question. Okay. And the last one I have. The last one I have is Sabo. And if you don't know about Sabo, and you care about the plot of One Piece, maybe don't watch this part. But spoilers, Sabo is the long-lost brother of Luffy and Ace. It was thought that he died as a child, but he was rescued by Dragon, Luffy's father, and he lost his memory. But he went on to become one of the leaders of the revolutionaries. I think he's like the number 2 after Dragon. And he inherits Ace's flame fruit power by going to the tournament in Dressrosa and fighting for the flame fruit. And he disguises himself, and like that's when we find out that he's still alive, and Luffy is very emotional, and like seeing Luffy cry, especially like happy cry, just really gets you right in the feels. Sabo is not really one of my favorite characters, but this figure was on clearance at 2nd and Charles. He was so cheap. I couldn't just leave him there. And he's such a nice figure. Like, there's all this detail. He's got this, like, shininess to his ascot and all these folds in his jeans. And these figures are great for me. Well, I don't think I've said this before. I'm an artist. So looking at all these, like, folds and clothes and, like, the seams down the side of their jeans, that kind of thing is really helpful to look at. One thing I really don't like about Sabo is that he keeps this stupid lead pipe weapon. It was like something that he always had as a kid when he was training with Luffy and Ace, but like he loses his memory and then he just keeps fighting with this stupid lead pipe when he could have like a sword, maybe. I don't know. Sabo's okay. I also don't like that he's got like this cool steampunk attire and then he's just got jeans. Like in the early days of steampunk, and to some extent even now, you would see that so much where someone has like a waistcoat and goggles and pirate boots and then just blue jeans. I don't know, it bothers me. So, get your little steampunk butt out of here, Sabo. So that is my current One Piece figure collection. There's a few figures I have in storage. There's one of Robin, like a little Gashapon figure, a couple Zoro, another Trafalgar Law, Hush Hush. But yeah, I'll probably be getting like another Crocodile figure, maybe some nicer figures at the next convention I go to, which is just next month. I think there's one of Crocodile in like samurai armor drinking out of a gourd jug. And I really, really want that figure. I want all the figures of them when they're like in feudal Japan attire. I absolutely love it. But for now, that is my One Piece figures collection. So, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.